Hello and welcome to Finding Your Purpose. I'm so glad to be your host. My name is Julian Johnson, and I'm proud to be able to share and connect with you today. One of the beautiful things about being here with you is that today is an opportunity for you to find your own purpose. And in finding your own purpose, it doesn't mean that you are any less than, but it may be the first time that you're on this journey. And I want to give you some helpful information. Well, my website is www.builttothrive.me. And I'm so excited that this is a place, Built to Thrive is a place where we can find community, where we gain connections, and where you experience some compassion. Well, we're going to talk about experiencing compassion in a meaningful way today through finding your own purpose. So when you find your own purpose, we're going to be having a guide, and one of these guides, the guide will be taken from the book 5 Minutes on Purpose. Yes, this book, 5 Minutes on Purpose, is downloadable on Amazon.com. Just search for 5 Minutes on Purpose, and we'll be coming up with a very special coming up very soon. Until then, I'd like to share with you today that when you find your own purpose, you don't have to live in isolation. And I would suggest to you today that the thing that really got me thinking about this was I was doing something for a group the other night, facilitating a talk, a worship service for them. And inside of the group, there were so many people who were talking about how isolated they were, how afraid they were, and how alone they were. And I want you to know today, when you find your own purpose, you don't necessarily stay in isolation. I want you to know that a lot of us choose and we must desire to encourage ourselves, not just to be the receivers, but we also have to be the givers. I'll never forget when I was in college, I had a great chaplain. His name was T. Marshall Kelly. And he said that stop looking to receive love, but start looking to give love. And when you find your own purpose, it's like you're a magnet for people who have the need and for whatever your knack is. One of my favorite verses says, "Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven." There's a lot of people who want to see what you have, and they're excited to know you. They're excited to be a part with you, and they're excited to have what you have. And I will tell you today that the Bible lets us know that we should let our light so shine before people so that they may see our good works. Now, my question to you today is, what light are you reflecting to others? What light are you reflecting to others? There's so many people who want to take the next step. They want to go to the next level, but they're reflecting their own light. And then the question is, what light are they reflecting? Are they reflecting their own accomplishments, their own activities, their own ideals, or are they reflecting the desire to encourage compassion, encourage conversation, and to encourage meaningful connection with other people? What light are you reflecting as a leader? What light are you reflecting as an executive? And I want you to know today that you can do it. It is possible to survive. It is possible to thrive, and it's possible to go to the next level, but you got to find your own purpose. But then you got to realize and wonder, what is your anchor point? Whose light are you reflecting? Now, when you reflect the light of your community, the light of your home, you have an anchor point. When you reflect the light of your religious value system, you're reflecting an anchor point. And I want you to know today, without beyond the shadow of a doubt, that there's an anchor point for you. There's a place for you, and you don't have to be alone. Please know that this is a community for you. When you're in the process of finding your own purpose, some people may not understand it. You may not be able to articulate it clearly, but we're going to go through some steps to be able to find that purpose. And I want you to know today, on this first initial step, these first steps, sometimes the first steps are the hardest ones. But I want you to know, when you find your purpose, it takes the first steps are sometimes the most difficult. Remember, you got to ask yourself these two questions for reflection. Whose light, what kind of light am I reflecting in somebody else? Is somebody kind of taken aback by what they see, or are they encouraged? Are they drawn to me? And then, whose light am I reflecting? Am I reflecting my own personal desires, or am I reflecting of the team, or am I reflecting the family? What we offer coaching, we offer training, we offer encouragement. But one thing we're trying to do is eradicate isolation for executive leaders to let them know that there are possibilities beyond their own realm. So wherever you are, know that the possibilities are endless, but the options for you sometimes may feel discouraging. But I want you to know today that being built to thrive, you will have to remember that surviving is necessary. Yeah, it's necessary to survive, but surviving is only the baseline, but thriving is optional. Thank you so much for taking your time to find your purpose today. And I look forward to being able to connect with you again. Remember, we all reflect the light, like Matthew chapter 5, verse 16 says, but we all have to know whose light we're reflecting. I hope you have a great rest of the day. Please remember to check out my website, www.builttothrive.me, and you'll find a whole lot of resources there that are going to bless you, encourage you, and I look forward to connecting with you and your group. Now, some of you might need coaching, you might need encouragement, you might just need a word, and we can set up some opportunities to connect, and those opportunities will be coming up in the next little while. So please, I hope you have a great rest of the day. And remember that when you invest in this 5 minutes on purpose, it's going to be a blessing to you. It's going to be a blessing to your organization, and it's going to be a blessing to all around you. And I hope that you have a great